Your DAB Esybox Mini 3 is showing you a code and you don't know what it means. We've got all 20 here, one by one, with what the manufacturer says. You'll know two things, whether it stops the pump or only warns you, and what you can do yourself before calling anybody. As always, this is the Esybox Mini 3. On other DAB models the codes and the display are different. If yours is another one, get its manual. And if you can't find your way around this display yet, watch the other video first, where we go through the whole thing. The manual calls these protection systems, and the first thing to understand is that not all warnings are the same. There are two families, and you tell them apart by what happens to the pump. An alarm warns you, but the pump keeps running. There are 8, and you spot them in the bottom bar because the status is still running. They're a nuisance, but they don't leave you without water. A blockage stops the machine. There are 12, and that's when you do lose your water. The status in the bar changes to fault, revolutions drop to 0, and the alarm light goes steady red. And if several protections trip at once, the manual says the display always shows the one with the highest priority. Let's take the 8 that only warn you. AE. Anti-block function running. AF. Anti-freeze function running. IS. Anti-cycling smart function running. BAT. Low battery. HL. Alarm giving advance warning of hot fluid blockage. OBL. Alarm indicating abnormal temperature recorded on the low voltage board. OT. Alarm giving advance warning of blockage due to overheating of the power. PD. Irregular switching off. And now the 12 that stop it. BL. Blockage due to water lack. BP1. Blockage due to reading error on the delivery pressure sensor. BP2. Blockage due to reading error on the suction pressure sensor. Escape. Blockage due to short circuit to earth. EY. Block for cyclicality abnormal detected on the system. HP. Block for high DC voltage. LP. Block for low DC voltage. NC. Blockage due to motor disconnected. OC. Blockage due to motor overload. PB. Blockage due to supply voltage outside specifications. pH. Cutout due to pump overheating. SC. Blockage due to short circuit between the motor phases. Now what you can do yourself, and the manual spells it out. In error status, the user can cancel the error by forcing a new attempt, pressing and then releasing the up and down keys. That's all it is, both arrows together, pressed and released. The manual names 3 in particular: water lack, motor overcurrent and short circuit between motor phases. And it warns you about one detail with the short circuit. Pressing both arrows does absolutely nothing until 10 seconds have passed since it happened. Try it sooner and it looks broken. Wait. There are 4 internal errors, 18 through 21, that don't reset that way. There the manual asks for something else. Wait 15 minutes with the machine powered, without unplugging it, so the block clears by itself. And something worth knowing before you panic, the pump tries on its own. 4/6 of the blockages it makes automatic reset attempts, by itself, with nobody touching anything. With water lack, for example, the sequence is this: 1 attempt every 10 minutes, 6 times. Then 1 attempt an hour, 24 times. Then 1 a day, 30 times. If the water comes back on any of those attempts, that's it. The procedure stops and it goes back to normal running. Some faults give no code at all, and the manual covers those too. You read them off the lights. A warning first: to go looking for any of this, the manual says to unplug the pump. It won't start and no light is on at all. It isn't getting power. Check there is voltage at the socket and plug it back in. It won't start, with the alarm light red and the power light on. The manual says shaft blocked. That is no longer a display job, it's motor shaft maintenance, and we do that. It won't start, no red alarm and the power light on. The tap is higher than the pump reaches with the pressure it has set. That one is fixed from the display, by raising the pressure, and we explain it in the other video. And the one we get called about most, it never stops. The manual gives 4 causes and none of them is the pump, a leak in the system, the impeller or the hydraulic part blocked, air getting into the suction line, or a faulty flow sensor. If your pump never rests, you almost always have a leak somewhere. One last resort that is yours and breaks nothing, the general reset. Hold all 4 buttons down together for 2 seconds. It is the same as unplugging it, waiting for it to go fully off and plugging it back in. And this matters, it does not cancel your settings, so your pressure and your language stay as you had them. And here is the line, which is the one thing I want you to take away. Resetting is fine, reset it, that's the first thing to try. But the manual says, word for word, that if the error condition persists, the cause of the fault must be eliminated. In plain words, an error that keeps coming back isn't an error, it's a symptom. Resetting again only covers up what's going on underneath, and what's underneath is going to get worse. That's when you call somebody. We are JSL Mallorca, Joaquin and Juan, working on the island since 1998. Plumbing, booster sets, heat pumps, air conditioning and electrical work. And what we don't do, so there are no surprises, we don't do emergency call-outs. We work by appointment, because we'd rather take our time and do the job properly. If your pump has been throwing warnings and nobody has looked at it in a while, now is a good time. Call us on +34 609 09 8902 or 656 82 7925. Write to info@jslorca.com. Quotes are free and with no obligation. We make these videos ourselves and we publish them for free. To keep them coming we need your support. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel and put your code in the comments. It costs you nothing, and it is what gets this video to the next person with the same problem. Don't post personal details.